Now, moving on to other matters, a 30-year-old Mercy Towett is on a mission to change the narrative and prove that one can rise from the proverbial, and of course, one can rise from the proverbial grass to grace. Towett, who dropped out of school due to poverty, managed, of course, to turn her story of hopelessness into one of success. She tells of her journey as a housemaid to attaining a university education, having worked single-handedly to raise her own school fees. Is her inspiring story.
Meet 30-year-old Mercy Towett. She is currently a fourth-year student pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in education at Mount Kenya University. Her face tells nothing of the struggles that she had to go through to set foot at an institution of higher learning. She narrates her journey to this day. She joined Form 1 at Ngong Hill Secondary School in Kajiado County in February 2012. On her first day in school, she caused a stir. 22 years, she was the oldest learner in the school, but this did not deter her. She went ahead and studied for 4 years, completing high school at the age of 25 when her peers were already working. Born in 1990, she sat for her Standard 8 examination in 2005 and scored a remarkable 390 out of 500 marks. But her parents were too poor to afford her secondary education fees. Mercy, nevertheless, never abandoned the hope of resuming her education, even though she had no idea how this would come to pass. Mercy shuffled between different jobs for the next few years until she saved enough money to enroll at Ngong Hill Secondary School.
In the year 2011, on December, I decided that I will never do housework again. Someone challenged me to go back to school in the year 2012 so that at least I can acquire my Form 4 certificate, and I went back to school.
When 2016 Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education examination results were out, it was her moment to bask in glory after surmounting all the odds stacked against her to score a B- and qualify for university admission.
It was a new dawn in my life, and by the grace of God, I completed my Form 4 in the year 2015, and I did my first KCSE. And I got a C plain. I was not comfortable with the grade. I decided to repeat again. I got a grade of B-, and which gave me a direct entry to university.
Though she was finally offered placement at Mount Kenya University, Mercy was at her wit's end yet again when her parents could not pay her fees.
With time, term one from 1.
Now gives motivational talks in various schools, particularly those in Salga area within Rongai sub-county, and encourages the pupils and students in these schools by sharing her story in the hope of inspiring others to rise from their struggles and to turn their misfortunes into fortunes.
Since the ongoing pandemic struck the nation, so I do motivational talks to primary schools and to the secondary schools to just encourage the boy child and the girl child not to lose hope and to continue with their academics.
This is a story that truly no human is limited, and with the right attitude and motivation, it is possible to surmount to any challenges. For Channel 1 News, I am Emily K. Bade.